The Waterloo Region Museum is more than just a museum. Its architecture is used as a means of connecting our past with the modern community. James Jensen tells us more about the colorful wall.
It's an architectural feature that is intended to draw its inspiration from the region's heritage. The colors come from our quilt collection, but they've been pixelated and converted into hexadecimal computer code. Each color or color combination represents a letter of the alphabet. And the wall itself is actually a message. It's a quote from Prime Minister Laurier talking about moving to Canada and becoming Canadian, but also not forgetting about where you've come from. Sort of an early look at multiculturalism in Canada. The crossroads, the railway line used to connect what was originally Galt, now Cambridge, with Kitchener, which at the time was Berlin, crosses the Huron Road, which was a settlement road leading out to Lake Huron.
Now that we can appreciate the history of the area, we explored around the museum and checked out the exhibits, when we found the circus. This should be fun. Now, have you ever been curious about what goes on behind the circus? Well, we're here at the Waterloo Regional Museum to find out exactly that. The science behind the circus is one of the many temporary exhibits that got featured at the Waterloo Region Museum. We talked to Robbie Berardi to learn more.
Well, it's an exhibit designed by the Ontario Science Centre. It was made a number of years ago. It has gone around to a number of different museums. It's a traveling exhibit, and latest on their stop is right here at the Waterloo Region Museum. And it's been a great time. It's very child-friendly, and also there's a lot of science behind it, as you mentioned, right? So that's a lot for especially the adults to learn about and hopefully pass on and talk about with their kids while they're here, right? So to every fun aspect here, there is a science involved as well. So there's a lot of learning.
Now, with all the interaction, do you feel this exhibit helps breed inspiration?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I would say that especially with, well, like the costuming area, they get to dress up, they get to go out on a platform and make a show for everyone. At the high wire activity, you get a lot of kids who come up there and they're going to be walking across a high wire, and they're very hesitant, kind of scared, and then we coach them through it, and then they go, and whoa, they did it, and they came back, and it was a great experience for them that way, especially if they've conquered a fear in that regard as well. Especially with the elastic acrobatics as well. You know, they can jump up there, they can do backflips, something that they may never have done before, and this is the first time they've done it.
Well, it was definitely a full day of fun learning. For Conestoga Connected, I'm Michael Redicott.